geranium, daffodil, geranium, geranium, geranium. Hi, it is Wednesday. Welcome to the June 11th, 2025 Wednesday edition. I'm Scott Leisure, your commanding officer this evening. It's a sunny day in the Mile High City. Finally, it's been like Seattle here. The strawberry full moon occurs. I don't feel like I'm centered this evening. All right. Now, it's named for when the wild strawberries usually ripen here in the northern hemisphere. It is also notable because it's the lowest full moon since like 2006. So it should be low enough to where it will, when it's rising, it should give off like that strawberry hue. 9:30 Mountain Time moonrise. All right. It's also kind of cool because the solstice is in like what, 2 weeks on like the 20th, right? So yeah, the longest days of the year, people. Thank God. These are like the 2 or 3 best weeks when you look out at like 9 and you can still see daylight over the mountains as the sun is already set there in the west. Yeah, I might have mentioned on a podcast or two before. I get some seasonal like depression in the winter with like those really short, cold, overcast, dark, snowy, miserable days. So like these weeks right now, it's like, amen. Amen. It is, I'm in my glory with, and then it's been like raining. So you know, only the people that suffer from certain things are going to understand what other people suffering through the same things are going to go through, right? If you're aware of it. Maybe you suffer from something and you're not aware of it. Maybe you're just pissing everybody off around you. No, but in all honesty, what we can do with it being Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, which is also bringing awareness to everybody, right? If you're aware of it, or if someone has made you aware of it, do some research and find some resources. Whatever reason, you're fucked up, okay? All right. Have you been wearing your blue this month in support of men's mental health awareness? Have you been wearing your rainbows in support of Pride Month? We know you have. We know. All right. We don't want to leave anybody out either. National Dog Bite Awareness Month, remember? Now, I did my research, as I preach all of you to do with anything I talk about in this nice little 20-minute podcast. All right. So I did my research. There's not a universal color associated with National Dog Bite Month. Shocker, right? But what I did learn, there is a thing called the Yellow Ribbon Campaign. Okay. It raises awareness about animal bites. So what they want you to do now, there are leash laws, remember. So if you have your dog on a leash and you know that your dog can be a little temperamental, or maybe you just don't want people to come up to you with your dog, tie a yellow ribbon around the leash, and people should know that that means caution. People should know, if hopefully they're watching, right? But that is what you are supposed to do to alert people to use caution around your dog. A yellow ribbon. Just like, who was the singer? Come on. Tony Orlando and Dawn, plural. GTS that. All right. Next Friday the 13th, officially though, is Wear Blue Day for Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. Cash Friday the 13th. Happy Cash Friday Eve, people. Hit the ATM, okay? Or, do an old-fashioned withdrawal. Park your car, get out, go into the bank, withdraw your cash. Something different. Old school, people. Old school. Find a small business, use your cash over the weekend. You know you're going to spend money, so just do it. And it's also best to diminish your digital footprint, people, right? Okay, this week's data breaches alone include, are you ready? Lee Enterprises, affecting 39,000 people. A Coinbase breach involving TaskUs support agents, and a data broker LexisNexis breach impacting 364,000 people. Adidas warned of a breach, a customer service provider hack. What else do we have? Ascension data breach affecting 430,000 patients. Patients, people. That's private data. Like, that's a lot of data. Not to mention how many passwords went in that unencrypted file, Google and Apple passwords. Yeah, awesome. The approval rating last week back up. So remember 2 weeks ago, we hit the 52-week high at like 255 or something. We had a dip to 214. This week, we're back up to 250, people. So almost back up to that 52-week high. Nicely done. Nicely done, people. Especially those watching from around the world, those people in those tiny villages. Maybe the villagers of, what was it on the one podcast, Sentinel Island, where the guy left the Diet Coke. Maybe the Sentinelese are part of that 250 approval rating. That'd be cool. Maybe. You never know. You don't know. Well, thank you either way. I am here for you, right? Reach out. Let me know if there's any topics you want me to discuss. If there's a business you want, to make aware about, good or bad. Remember, I'm the commander-in-chief here. So, okay. The Boulder Pearl Street Mall firebomb Molotov cocktail guy. All right. So he was arraigned at his preliminary hearing, or he has a preliminary hearing on July 15th. He was arraigned. So they'll figure out what they're going to do with him. Okay. I've not been able to confirm yet whether or not he was driving a Prius or not. Stay tuned. It did kind of subside from last week, the story, like they always do. Like they always do, people. Remember last week, the neck spike story. The new vaccine, neck spike, right? Well, our guy, let's bring him in. Oh, where is he? Which one should we use? Here's our guy, RFK Jr. This week, he removed all members of the CDC Vaccine Advisory Panel. So he basically called them rubber stampers for vaccines. he had a, that was my computer making noise. I don't like that. Basically, without any evidence like he does, he accused a lot of them of taking money from drug companies. The normal RFK stuff, that's okay. But this panel's been around since like 1964. And RFK was just like, you're done. He didn't quote it. He didn't say it. I'm not quoting him, but eat to feed your body and not to feed your emotions, people. That's our guy, RFK, man. Crazy raven meditating, dead bear bicycle planting, heroin shooting, whale decapitating, crazy son of a bitch, man, right? All right. Los Angeles. Let's jump. Let's jump from the Boulder Pearl Street Mall, Molotov cocktail guy, RFK. All right. LA. Just a few quick hits. Now I'm just confused. So the people are rioting, peacefully rioting, because the federal government is deporting people to Mexico or Venezuela or wherever that are here illegally. And the whole time, so are they supporting the country of origin, or are they supporting the United States? It makes no sense, people. It's chaos. I don't know. In my country, the United States of America, you don't burn the flag of the United States of America. That's all I'm going to say. Okay. Plus, they're selling they're giving the flags out. These people are all scripted riots. You know that, correct? I hope you do. Props to the media, though, because every time I get on YouTube to watch some highlights, the media warns me whenever the word fuck is going to appear. They're more concerned about my feelings towards the word fuck as they are the burning cars in the video. Has anyone else noticed that? It's just me. It's probably just me. They need to watch those fires in California anyhow, because there's no water. The fire hydrants are shut off. It will burn to the ground. It's a battle between the federal government and the local governments. It's with a little dash of Antifa, right? Now, Denver is a sanctuary city. Monday, I told some friends, I said, that can happen here in a heartbeat. Yeah, we had 17 people arrested in peaceful protests. Peaceful protests. Peaceful. Not going to try it. You try it. You do it. Do it at home for me. So Denver's a sanctuary city, but they don't like to be called that. They want the rules, but they don't want the title. Man. Okay. You need to research the creepy Denver airport lady. So this lady in the Denver airport has gone viral. She was filmed like she's kneeling and talking about how she's been kidnapped, warning about a bigger disaster than 9/11. She's very distraught. It's creepy, people. So, yeah, she says, we've been kidnapped, me and my kids. And she warns them about this 9/11 thing that's going to go down. It's an act. This is an act of war at the United States of America, it says. This is what the people who kidnapped her supposedly wrote this for her to read. I should have started with that, right? We have programmed her to be loyal and stupid enough to follow our rules, not only know how to run away if she got caught, but also to explode an airplane. So, yeah, Google that chick, man. Only in Colorado. We were talking about it last week. Only in Colorado. All right. So, ICE raids, kidnapped terrorist lady. None of this would have been going on if there wasn't such a crisis at the border over the past however many years. Truth. This flippin' country needs healing, is what it needs. Healing from injury or emotional trauma, any of that stuff. It's essential to recognize that healing people is a personal journey. It can take time. It requires patience, self-compassion. Love yourself, people. As I stated before, if you're aware of what you're going through, reach out to some people with the same shit going on. Recognize the need. People recognize that need for healing. Acknowledge it. Seek help. There's practices, meditation. I don't know what you have going on, but all of this stuff is good. Maybe you just seem to wake up and having a bad day every day. Time to turn the channel, right? Get some physical activity. Make some healthy lifestyle changes. Let go, people. Forgive. Find some creative outlet. There's signs that you're actually on that healing road too. You find yourself observing more than judging. You respond to things instead of react to things. There's more self-care, self-love, and less like sabotage. More boundaries, less resentments, more inner peace, less outer chaos. Drama. More clarity, less confusion. The list goes on, people. Mainly it's just that you're more present, Good stuff, people. As always, people, thank you. My hope for you this week is to practice some of that self-love. Remain in your energy. Don't let anybody steal it, people. Okay? They will try. They will. Oh, they will. Follow your passions. Follow your endeavors. Okay? Keep looking up. You only see the stars because of the darkness. Remember that. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Search out information, people. Use that Google. Make your own opinions. What are we going to GTS this week? Creepy Denver airport lady. The summer solstice. Let's GTS that. And GTS Brian Wilson. All right. Rest in peace, Brian Wilson. Such an influential musician, writer. The best compliment I heard today. He is a true American. If you Zoomers out there don't know who Brian Wilson is, he was the founder of the Beach Boys. Okay. Him, his two brothers, like their cousin, a childhood friend, and Charles Manson. No, Charles Manson was hanging out with them, though. He wanted to be in the band, but they were like, sorry, Charlie. I hope you learned one thing tonight, at least. Just one. I hope something you heard made you look at something a little differently. Okay? You're not immune to propaganda, as we've been saying. I want you to grow your own thoughts, do some reading, follow some dreams. 2 most important things. 3, pay cash, drink your water, don't get trafficked, okay? Turn your music up loud, especially if it's the Beach Boys or rest in peace Sly Stone. Google some Sly Stone, some Beach Boys, head into your weekend, call your mom, eat some protein, get some cardio, okay? Don't get firebombed either, all right? Stay strong, people. Stay safe, people. Stay vigilant. Have a good week. I'm Scott Leisure every Wednesday edition, 5 p.m. YouTube, Instagram, scottleisure.com. All right. We're going to end it there.